Hello, fifth graders. If you've made it to this slide, then you are ready to begin putting one of your um, filtering devices together. So you will see on this page the items that you have available to you, such as plastic, some plastic cups, some various plastic containers, cotton balls, gravel, rubber bands, sand, clothing. It All these things are things that you would either have in your backpack as you're hiking, or you'd be wearing on you, or you can find in the immediate environment when you are hiking. For rubber bands, I know you can't find these types of rubber bands usually in your backpack, but most girls have hair bands available to them when they are walking. Okay, so all these things can be found on the shelf in the back of the room. I'm going to switch to video so I can show you the shelf in the back of the room. So you can see on the top shelf, we have various cups. And then you can see back here, I have various tapes. And then on the second shelf, we've got those cotton balls and some coffee filters. And then we have some various materials in this box. We have plastic wrap. And then I have rubber bands in the green box. You can see on the shelf beside that, we have some wooden pieces of wood to help you. I have various empty containers with lids if you're in need of anything like that. Some of the lids do have holes drilled in them already. Oh, you can't see me anymore. My apologies. I'm not sure what happened. Some of the lids do have holes drilled in them already, so you can look for that. And then on the bottom shelf, this is most important. This red box has containers that already have holes drilled in them. So if you are needing a container that is either cut in half or a hole already drilled in it, then please look in that red box. Petri dishes are only used if you're doing salt water. There, you can grab a Petri dish to test the salt water amount of salt in the water before you test your device, and the amount of salt after you test your device. So these are where the materials are stored. You will use your green trays that have your table number on them. And so you'll get your green tray and your pieces. In the buckets beside the shelves is where you'll find the gravel and the sand. You can see there's cups in those boxes to help you measure out the amount you need. Once you have your materials, you'll go back to your seat and build your device. Once your device is built, you can bring it over to the teacher and say, I'm ready for my dirty water. The teacher has a cup of dirty water, or we have some salt water in the pitcher. So if you would rather do salt water, let her know that. If you're going to do salt water, you need to make sure that you keep out a small amount of the salt water so you can test how much salt there is in the water before and after. Okay. The dirty water, she's not going to give you this whole container. Instead, she's going to give you a cup and pour some of the dirty water into the cup. And this is all the water that you get to test. So the first thing you have to do is take a picture of that dirty water before you test it and describe what that water looks like. It is best if you take your pictures with the wall behind it. So make sure you have a divider wall behind it so that you have only a white background. And then you'll put that picture in your slides. And then you may take the water to your device and test your device. Once you have filtered your water and you are either happy with the how it's filtering, and you've tried filtering 3 or 4 times and you decided, yes, this is a good one, or no, it's not, and you're kind of finishing up this idea, some things you need to know is I have some buckets over here on the table. The river has water in it, and so after you've dumped your dirty water into your device, you need to bring it over and rinse out the cup in the water. so you have a clean cup to collect the water in. And then also, when you're done with an experiment, clean out all your dishes in the river. And then, if you are done with an experiment and you are ready to start a second experiment, the green box is where you dump your wet sand and rocks, so that we have so that you can start out with new clean devices. You just rinse them off in the water, dump your wet sand and rocks in here, and then you can begin working on your next um, device, your second device. If you have some cups that you are no longer using, then please put them in the dirty dishes box, and those will get washed after in the afternoon by some of my helpers. Okay, so that's a little bit about how to manage your supplies. You should only take 3 to 5 cups, whatever you need for your experiment. I should never look at your table and see 10 to 12 cups there. That's a waste of cups. You have 1 cup that has the dirty water to pour in, 1 cup for collecting, and then the 2 to 3 cups that you need to build your device. So there should never be any more than, say, 4 cups at your table at any given time. And if you rinse them out in the river, the blue bucket in between, you shouldn't need to waste cups by throwing them in the dirty dish pan all the time. All right, if you have any questions, ask myself or one of the other teachers in the room. All right, enjoy your experimenting.